Hi, everyone. Welcome or welcome back. Don't get scared. We're doing a get ready with me. And while we do that get ready with me, I am finally sharing everything that's been going on in my life, everything that has happened in the past year. Guys, it's been a lot of stuff, especially within the recent weeks. So I definitely want to share. So while I share, why not do something with this space? All right, so let's get started. Where do I begin? Guys, I promise you, I filmed, we're going to start there. Okay. So last month on September 17th, sorry, I'm looking for my eye cream. Oh, found it. I need some eye cream. All right. So September 17th made a year since I had been laid off from my job. If you guys had seen that video, I had worked for Paramount for nearly my entire career. Paramount Global, yes, that one. So I was impacted by the mass layoffs of last year and I was let go. And since then, I had spent all my days, every single week, applying for jobs. Well, we all know the stress that applying for jobs brings. And it had gotten to me to the point where in March of this year, I came down with shingles. My body reacts to stress in so many different ways. It's ridiculous. If it's not hair loss because I have chronic alopecia, it's a bunch of things. I'm carrying stress on my shoulders, but the shingles was something that I did not even expect. It was something that had thrown my body for a complete loop. I had to start seeing a chiropractor because the pain was unbearable. Even after the shingles was gone, the pain in my back was unbearable. I actually still see a chiropractor. But nonetheless, you guys know that I am also very deep into my faith and I leave it in God's hands. Unfortunately, my body is just dumb. Unfortunately, my body just reacts this way, I guess, when I am under stress. And there's not much I can do about it except pray and manage it however I best can. But here we are, September 17th, 2025. And I have to tell you, it was actually a beautiful day. Even though I woke up a little bit sad, it's a whole year since I was laid off. But that day, when I woke up, I had dropped my son off to school, and I come back, I'm reading my emails. Well, guys, on September 17th, exactly a year from when I was laid off, I was also monetized. Yes, that's right, guys. I am monetized here on this channel, and it's all thanks to you guys. But I was completely like baffled at that point in time. I'm like praying, and I'm like, wow, God, like, I feel like you're trying to tell me something. Like, there's just so much more for me. There is plan and purpose in everything He does, clearly. And so when I just read that email, like, wow, like exactly to the day I got laid off, I'm here monetized. Like, that is insane. I'm sorry about the disco lights up in here. It's that it's censored. So when I'm standing still for a period of time, it just shuts off, which is kind of annoying because it just keeps on turning on and off while I am recording. All right. So that was great news. Being monetized is just really another help um in terms of income. And so I can't say that God hasn't provided the entire year because He has. I was collecting severance at least through December from my job. So that meant I got paid in full till December at least. I had applied for unemployment and then it ran out in June. Throughout that time, God was faithful. He always continues to be faithful in my life. I always found a way to make some money. So even though there was no unemployment money, there was still some type of income. And that came by way of doing translation jobs for the school systems. I was translating for families. That came by way of my makeup job. So you guys may or may not know, I am also a makeup artist. I've been doing that for like the last 20 something years of my life. And I do that on the side as well. So here I am, like making money. God would bring these opportunities to me too, like at such like needed moments. Like that's the beauty of all of this. It's just like He's always on time when I need something. So I'm like digging around. So if you see me looking down, just bear with me. I am digging around for my products. I just finished my skincare before my makeup, and now I'm gonna go on and apply this face. And I'm gonna start with this Elf Sun Touchable Woe Glow by Elf Skin. Been using this for a little bit, and I actually really like it. It's not only sunscreen, but it's also a primer. Sorry, this is this is not a step-by-step tutorial, but I felt like I wanted to share this with you. I get it in a color close to my skin tone, and it gives like a nice little glow, and it also like grips the makeup really well. All right, this is not about that. Okay. If you do want a video on a step-by-step, we can do that as well, but this is not about that. I just want to talk and walk you through what's been going on in my life. So yeah, I would get these makeup jobs, and honestly it was just such a huge help. Since I wasn't getting any unemployment either, like there needed to be some type of income. I even considered just getting like a job like at a store, whether it's like retail or anything. But the truth of the matter is, because I know a lot of people would be like, well, why can't you just get a job to hold you over while you look for another job? And that wasn't it. It's because I was making more money in just a couple of hours than I would probably in a whole day of spending 8 hours in a store. You understand what I mean? So, like the translation jobs, they actually paid really well. Anyway, anywho, so yeah, I even like sold food at church. Like that helped me pay for the trip that we went on a retreat to Lancaster over the summer, which was really nice. And I took my son and my godson, and those were beautiful memories. So even throughout the time of unemployment, I still got to enjoy time with my children. You guys know I went to Georgia back in April. And I never actually released that video, but I went to Georgia back in April because my daughter bought a house with her husband, and I helped them settle in. And so I actually used this time so that I was able to spend time with my family, which was really great as well. So in March, actually, right, I had no idea I had shingles at this point. In March, my daughter came to visit me with her husband. It had been a while since I had last seen her, which that is a whole nother story about how, like life doesn't prepare you for the moments when your kids leave your home. I have three kids. One of them, which is 22, he'll be 23 in December. And he lives in the city, but he doesn't live here, but he does come and visit from time to time, and he stays over. He graduated from college. He was doing college in the city. But my daughter, she got married last year. Here we go with the lights again. My daughter, my daughter, um, she got married young. My daughter got married at the age of 20. She's going to be 21 in actually a couple of weeks. Now, my daughter, she married her high school sweetheart. The kid is amazing. We love him to death. Maya, you know we love you. That's my other son. So she got married, and in March they decided to come down here, because she was homesick, blah, 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 blah. No, guys. No, guy. I knew it was a lie. She wasn't homesick. I will share with you the reason why I have been going to Georgia, visiting my daughter. And it's because that day in March, I should actually put the clip right here. Actually, you watch for yourself. I'm going to put the clip right here.
Yep. How y'all been?
You are!
Bro, this guy guessed it, man. You got it spot on.
You couldn't wait for me to be prepared for this.
I'm sorry.
Seriously, actually. You guys couldn't wait. That's right, guys. So I am going to be a grandma. My daughter is pregnant with a baby girl. Last month in September, I went over there, you guys remember, and it was to throw her baby shower. And I actually want to share that experience. If you guys are interested, I'll share that experience with you guys. But it was such a beautiful time. And I am just happy that I have been able to do these things, even though, things have not been great financially on my end. I was still happy to be able to share these moments with my daughter and throw her a beautiful shower alongside my my son-in-law's mom, who she's like a sister to me. Like I tell you, like these families are perfectly blended. They are also a family of faith. So it's just such a beautiful thing when a family of faith comes together like that. That's a whole nother story. There's so many stories, guys. There's so many stories. But oh my God, you know what I just noticed? I never even put on foundation. We'll put that on after this. Um, yeah, this is how distracted I am, but it's okay. It's okay. Um, we'll go for this natural look today. Anyway, so yeah, so my daughter is pregnant and she is due next week. That's right, guys. She is due next week. I leave this Wednesday to go to Georgia to be with her for the birth of my grandbaby. Um, so no, the baby is not going to be calling me grandma. In my family, we actually, like my mom, my kids call my mom mama or mama, actually. I call my grandmother mama, and my grandmother, yes, is still alive. She's actually going to be, I want to say 96 or 97 this December. God bless her. Um, Pure rock in my life. If you guys met my grandmother, like you would absolutely love her. She is in every way amazing, and the foundation and rock of all us ladies in this family. Such a woman of faith who has really instilled this in all of us. And you guys might not know this, but my mom is also a pastor. My grandfather was a pastor of our church as well. So we are, I've been raised in church from the womb. Have I always stayed in church? No. But that is also another story, for another time, because I just kind of want to update you on all of the news of recent. So yes, I am a grandma to be, and actually I do have another grandchild, and that is on behalf of my stepson, who my baby girl also just turned 3 on Saturday. So happy birthday to Jaylene. They are based in Florida. So unfortunately, because of this time where I have to go to my daughter, I am not able to travel for her birthday. And in the last few years, we were able to, like the last 2 years of her birthday, we were able to. And unfortunately, I couldn't this year. I am hoping to upload this today, and hopefully there won't be any more reasons why I cannot upload, because I cannot believe. I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I really was not able to upload this video all the times that I had tried, including that September 17th that I had filmed. I just I actually did film that one all the way to the end, and I just did not like the way it was. So I decided to retape it, and then I retaped it, or recorded it, retaped. Like we're not doing tape anymore. I'm really showing my age. Anyway, um, so I recorded it, and the audio went out. Okay, the audio went out, and then I did it again as get unready with me, like doing my nighttime routine, and audio also went out. So then I decided that morning, well, let me re-record it and see how it goes. And it's my fault. It's not even, it's my fault because I use this mic and I switched my top, and then the top was downstairs. I recorded it. Audio went out like that morning. I was so over it. So God willing, all of this is a non-issue going forward. But anyway, get my lashes. Let's do this. Let's do this. We need some lashes. All right, so I'm gonna need some concentration, but you guys bear with me. Or maybe should I put on my lashes and then speak? I'll do a few and then I'll stop it. All right. So I do these lashes, by the way. The V Eyes Beauty. Some of these products, if you guys are interested, I can link them down in my Amazon storefront. I'll do that if you guys are interested. All right. I use these in a combination of another one when I want to get a little bit more, like when I want them to stand out a little more, I'll use a different type of lash. Okay. So like I said, guys, I had been applying to jobs tirelessly. It is something that honestly, it's just exhausting in and of itself. And it's kind of frustrating like when people like tell you, well, what do you do all day long? Like, or, you know, like, not for nothing, when you're unemployed, you're still busy. Like, I mean, at least I was always cleaning the house, taking care of things for the house, of um taking care of other, like going to appointments, taking care of my kid. You know, there's just so many other things that I do as and then there's YouTube. So filming my content, answering emails, sending out applications. Like sending out applications, guys, is like a whole nother job. Like seriously, a whole nother job. And it's just like, oh, what do you do all day long? No, I sit on my butt. You know, that's what I do all day long. I sit on my butt. Not really. So, oh, concentrate. I love the way that this just starts giving a lift instantly. All right, let me stop this because I actually want to finish this quickly and then we'll wrap up the story because I don't want this to run too long. All right, lashes make all the difference, guys. I love them. All right, so let me finish the story. So, yeah, I had spent a lot of time applying for these jobs, and last Monday, like no different from any other Monday, I come back and I drop off my son at the bus stop and start looking at jobs on LinkedIn. You know, generally like the beginning of the week, it's a good time. Some jobs are posted. You want to be like first on anyone's inbox in any case. So I would always take Monday mornings to try to apply for jobs. So I come across this job and it was here in the area that I live in. And I was just like, oh, well, let me apply to that. To make this very long story short, I applied to that job and that was Monday morning. Now it takes me like about 3 hours to like, you know, redo my resume, make sure that it's aligned and do all the things. You know, I want to give myself the best shot possible. So now I need my hair tie. Today is a ponytail day because this hair is greasy and we didn't have time to wash it this weekend. Um, so yeah, this is what's gonna happen today. So anyway, so I applied for this job. It was Monday morning, and I took a few hours to just kind of go over my resume, make sure everything was aligned, and then I applied. I, at that point, reached out to a person who, like, I get that automated email from like when you apply and say, oh, thank you for your application. But the girl's signature was on there. So I look her up. Naturally, you know, you stalk people online when you're looking for a job and you want to try to reach out to them. And of course, this broke. And we are back. Had to get a new one. So I reached out to the girl on LinkedIn and then I started doing a deep dive on like the company and everything. And I reached out to the founder. Yeah, I'm quite ballsy. I reached out to the founder and messaged her and told her how I loved so much the mission of the company and, you know, how I admired the brand. And I heard back from the founder that same evening on Monday. The founder had looked up my resume and passed me off to the assessment piece. So I'm like, okay, like this is moving along. So on Tuesday, I take the assessment, which, guys, I was freaking out. I had never taken an assessment for a job before, so I was just like, "Oh, no, this is a lot." But I took it, and that same evening I let her know, "Hey, I finished the assessment." She invites me for an interview on that Wednesday. So we're talking about applied Monday, assessment Tuesday, Wednesday. I was invited for an interview. So, guys, like I went to find new clothes because, you know, with all of this weight loss, nothing was really fitting me right. I had not been on an in-person interview since like 6 years ago. All right. That was the last in-person interview I've had. Everything else has been through Zoom. So even if I wore like a nice top, you could pajama bottom it and it wouldn't matter. Nobody would know, right? Nobody would be the wiser. But this is my first in-person interview. That is why I went to get my clothes at TJ Maxx because it was the closest thing to me. And I can also post that video and take you shopping with me because I did go over there, which, guys, the pants that I bought are now fitting me big. So it's good and bad at the same time, because I had not even had these pants for like 2 weeks and they are already big. And even though I have the tags, I don't even think I can return them. But anyway, I go on the interview on Wednesday, noon, and I was there for a couple of hours. I come back, I send out my thank you emails like around the evening, around 6 o'clock, and they reply. Her and the other lady who interviewed me replied like 20 minutes after my thank you email, also thanking me for coming in. And after that, like 15 minutes later, not even 15 minutes later, I got an offer letter. Your girl is no longer unemployed Barbie. Like, my daughter called me unemployed Barbie the whole time I was unemployed. I am now with a job, and that is why I am getting ready, because I'm getting ready to go to work. I already completed my first day at work, my first week at work last week, and it is such a blessing to have this job. It's actually like 10 minutes from my house, and it's doing what I wanted to do, which was mainly a focus on HR and people operations. So I am super, super excited. The first week went really well. I got to meet some really great people, and I'm just so excited and blessed, guys. Like, I have to tell you, not everything that you pray for comes exactly how you prayed for it, because I feel like what I prayed for is not what I got, and it's not what I expected, but I feel like there is a purpose and plan behind it. And I just feel like this is something bigger than what I think it's going to be. And I'm just here for it. I'm excited for God's plan. It has been a long road, guys. If you guys were with me, like you know, I've had my ups and downs. Because of this, I had suffered a lot of weight gain, but I am happy to say that God has taken me out of the waiting season and has finally brought me into this fruitful, beautiful season where not only am I finally employed, I am monetized, and more than anything else, I am expecting new life into this family, a beautiful baby girl that I am so excited to meet. I leave on Wednesday, and I hope to take you through that journey with me. I am just beyond grateful. It's been one roller coaster ride of a year, emotional ups and downs, but never did I ever go through this year without being thankful, no matter what the circumstance was. Even when it was difficult, I remained thankful because I knew God was working. I remained hopeful because I knew that God wouldn't let me down. And I am happy to say now, here on the other side, that He did not let me down. He did not let me drown. That actually rhymes. He did not let me drown, and He just stayed with me. He was my rock, and I am here on the other side. So, guys, if you are praying over something, continue to pray. He will answer you in His time. He made me wait 13 months. In His time, He will answer you. So I am ready to go to work, guys. What you think? This is my natural makeup look. I know it looked like a lot of steps, but it's still natural, right? All right, guys, I have to go, but I, as always, pray for you guys, and I pray that God blesses you in new and amazing ways each and every day. I'm going to show you my outfit before I leave, so check it out.